The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Etienne once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
7 yards there and a first down. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
McManus's point after was good, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On the return, here's Agnew. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Over the middle, that's called in by Tony. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Patrick going to change the play. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one, because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give running right, ETN.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
97 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down. Another tote for ETN.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Etienne up the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
43.
On first down, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Pacheco gets it up the, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Forrest American. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. Etienne bringing in another one. Touchdown! Travis Etienne.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll get give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be brought. First down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
McManus's point after is good, and a route is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Agnew now to return. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 33, here's second down and 8. Lawrence.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They go play action with Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here's Lawrence.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here is 3rd and 5.
11.
Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Easy.
Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side with ETN. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 144 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Great job.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
On second down, ETN once more. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go.
On second down, a run with ETN.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he won't get close.
4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And look at this, it's a fake, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long